Hello there gang, DD DeVere here with another Pass Blast playing a classic game of yesteryear. And today we're playing a little bit of A Full Spectrum Warrior. This was developed by Pandemic Studios way back in 2004. It was actually developed as part of a US government, US Army project to see about training and command before it became the game, which was released of course to PC as well as consoles at the time. So let's have a quick glance at our options. So even though it says 1280 by 1024, you'll notice I'm actually playing in 1920 by 1080. That is because there's a config file. It doesn't natively support it, but there's a config file that you can adjust inside where you downloaded the game and set it manually with Notepad or WordPad or something like those such programs to get modern resolutions. So that's nice. We have a few advanced settings. Not a great amount, of course. And the overall quality setting. Audio, just a few options here. A few levels and such. We'll do with that. And finally controls. Which I'd suggest you probably leave as is, because well, you'll see once we get in game. And there's a little extra content as you unlock different things throughout the game you can look at there, and credits and such like. Nope, I do not want to do that. I meant to hit play. So the first thing is there was a co-op game, but it used the GameSpy servers. However, I don't notice there's a direct IP address here to join, so it's still possible, as well as probably setting something up through something like Tungle or Hamachi. And they're both in co-op, you both got a fire team each. But what we should do is the solo campaign, and the very first time you play, you'll probably want to do the MOUT course. This game's not quite the most user intuitive, shall we say, as we'll see very shortly. So what I'll do is I'll start a solo campaign. There are 3 difficulty levels when you set your profile up when you start the game. Sergeant, Corporal, or whatever it was, the next one in between. And then finally realistic. I suggest to do not go for realistic or authentic, authentic. Do not play authentic the first time round you play this game. You'll understand why soon enough. So what I should do is I should start at the beginning. So I shall see you guys in game.
Follow me to cover. Go, go! Yes, sir. Hey, brother. Alpha.
So we're finally in game. And the graphics of 2004, that's for sure. So this is a tactical squad shooter. But we're using the term shooter in the very loosest possible tense here. So if you're thinking along the lines of something like Brothers in Arms, you're half right. This is more of a command simulator than anything else. So we have our 2 fire teams, Alpha team here. Tab will take us to Bravo team. Whereas this is one of the things that the interface is not perhaps the most straightforward. You're wondering how to move. You have no direct control of anyone. Although you are theoretically the commander of each fire team. And you can switch between the squad types. You don't at any point take any sort of direct control. So yeah, WASAD is what moves you through those kind of things. What we need to do is right click to get your move icons up. So let's try these chaps to here. You'll see the little icon. That'll tell me where my troops are. Those little circles will tell us where our troops are, and then left click to move them.
Check on Private Wilson by the medical truck. That truck was hit hard. If he's down, bring him back here for treatment. Use one team to provide cover while the other team picks him up. Roger. You're doing all right, soldiers.
He's our commanding officer, obviously. That's where we need to get our chap back to.
Bravo, T. Move out.
And you'll notice this little hourglass icon. And that's how long the orders are. Right, so our chap is over there by the diamond thing. So let's press E and we can look at our GPS overlay. So now your WASD keys move you around the map for as much of it as you can see at the moment. Sometimes you'll have things like air support and mortars to help you out here. I bet at the moment we probably don't.
5 by 5 on station for recon in 10 clicks. Over.
Right. So let's work on getting these chaps moved somewhere. This is very much more the thinking man's game, as you'll see shortly. We can move by bounds, which might be a good idea right now. So right click, then left click to bring up your fire indicator. So I want to look over there.
Fire team Alpha, listen.
And left click again.
Targets look like ants on spilled soda, Charlie 90. Over.
Oh good, we've had some air recon sorted. So now these two chaps come. Obviously that's the safest way to move, but the slowest way to move. But in a fire zone, that's probably a good idea.
Alpha, listen, move.
All done, Charlie 90. Your GPS has been updated. Over.
Always a good idea to check your GPS in safe coordinates. I'll go back to the... That's it, back to Bravo. Occasionally you also have a Charlie team to help you out. And usually things like tank destroyers. Right, so that's the enemies we've got kicking around here. Right, where would be a good place?
Your attention, Bravo. Go, go, go.
So now if I want to shoot or cover a particular direction, it's now left click, which brings up the shooting indicator.
Point fire now. Yes.
And if anyone walks into that area, they'll start shooting at them. There is no direct shooting from myself.
Alpha team.
Right, let's move these guys here. This might seem very slow and steady, but with this game, yeah, you want it to be.
Clear.
Right, okay, we'll get a bead on him.
Fire team Alpha. Move my direction.
Right, so hopefully we should have to pick him up.
Pick him up. Affirmative, sir.
And those chaps there,
Tango, get us behind.
firing. Right, let's get him back to that Kazivac. I'll leave Bravo there covering. Right into... Let's pop them in there.
All clear. Easy. Lay him down easy, son. We're almost there, Do what you can to help him. Saddle up, Alpha. Good work. But the fun's just getting started. Yes, sir. Alpha, lock it up. Intel shows a hotspot to the east. Get your fire teams on station double quick to meet and greet those sons of bitches. Hunker down and hold the line until Staff Sergeant Burke can get his Bradley online to sweep and clear the trash. Understood, team leaders? We're on it, sir. Alpha, lock and load. Hooah! Hooah! Charlie 90, use your sit rep. Out.
So this is how you save in game.
Fire team Alpha, get going, move.
So yeah, there's no in-game saving until you're given a checkpoint. So keep that in mind.
Charlie 90, ready to give give you a sit rep.
Taking some time to do this saving at the moment. So there's a replay, so I think it's actually replaying that for your extras.
Sit rep accepted, Charlie 90. You're good to go. Out.
So when you're playing at the authentic difficulty level, you don't get those. So this game can be brutally punishing. Same for playing through. If your troops get wounded and downed, you can get them to an evac station, which is also where you rearm your ammunition. But if they get killed, which is usually what happens, then yeah, it's back to the checkpoint and off you go again. Alright, so we're there. There's something up there. Has Bravo got any sight on anyone? Let's move up to this wall.
Bravo, move up.
You've got to be careful what cover you use as well, because not all cover is equal. Hello, no, oh, that was a bad choice. Right, let's get a fire. Oh, that was bad. I didn't mean to do that either. Luckily, I accidentally bounded them. Oh no, that's not good. Right, if things go desperately wrong, hit spacebar and they'll go automatically try and find some cover for themselves. Right, so we've got a lot of hostiles here. Not get much in the way of shooting. So you do have a sort of limited control. So if I press 2 now, we have 3 grenades. So I target that. At least we've got to do this cover. That's something. He's fallen back behind a corner. Right, this is not a good place to be caught. Let's move them out of here, because you'll notice that you'll notice the ammo count. They can chew through ammo pretty fast. That's for sure in this game. Right, let's try and move around this way.
Fire team Bravo, listen up, get going, move.
Let's see what we've got here. Because of course, other than your... What do you mean target spotted? Oh my lord, there's... You guys fire. Right, so he's got to be over there.
Alpha, move my direction. Enemy in view.
Oh my lord! Fire! Fire! That's why you take this game slow and steady.
What's going on?
That was... Wow, technically inept, wasn't it? Technically, tactically, I should have said. Tactically and technically, utterly inept there. Yeah, this game can be quite the punishing experience. This is the easiest difficulty level. Right, try and do that without being so utterly useless there. Yeah, the Call of Duty Battlefield approach does not work to this game.
Rep accepted, Charlie 90. You're good to go. Out.
Right, what I might do is I might try and... I was close. That was they got pinned down there, didn't they? So we'll go that way up to that corner. Let's see, there's only a couple of hostiles there that have been spotted. These indicators aren't all the enemies. If they're in cover or if they've moved around, they won't be showing on your GPS from your air reconnaissance. Ideally, we should move. Yeah, there's a lot of planning and strategy in this one. It's not at all a high octane game. Yeah, see, that was just lack of paying attention from my part there, because I could see now, looking at it, that they should have checked my indicator before I moved. Let's put It was a physics props are a little bit funky sometimes. Didn't think he'd get to be able to see me from that bit. Yeah, we do need some cover. We'll work on it. Let's move over there. You see the little shield icons on your enemy there. That tells you how much cover they've got. Because cover can be destroyed. Things like cars and benches and boxes will be destroyed sort of fairly easy. Sandbags and such are pretty bulletproof, so you need to also keep that in mind when you're moving around. Let's move these guys to this corner here. This game's as much a puzzle game as it is a tactical shooter. Now we know there was one over there. This cover is not at all very reliable. I'm hoping if I get the grenade, I should be able to get a grenade. Maybe not. I've only got 6 grenades. You've got to make them last. What we could try doing is... this is awkward. Try to get sometimes to get the move where you want it to go. You are always stuck with the view from your troops. I was going to try and bound them. Right, you there. And then fire in that direction. Slow, steady move. And they should put support down. And these guys should be able to get here. And I'm going to bound down to that car. Once they get here. Right, so to there. Oh, that was... No, I hit the wrong control buttons. Sorry, chaps. Well, now we might as well move them here. You can also cancel an order by hitting X. So yeah, a lot of people complain about the interface, but honestly I think it's pretty good. It makes a lot of sense once you get the hang of it. So it is just once you sort of kind of get that bounding maneuver and suppressing fire's a pain. You sort of hold you sort of you left click to give them a sort of fire pattern, and then you sort of have to hold it again, then tap it. It's a little bit... If you suppress an enemy, of course, they can't do anything at all. You can walk straight down to them, they can't shoot back. But you will absolutely sink through the ammunition. Let's keep his head down. Now, right, these guys are here. This is where I wish there was some sort of double time. I could, of course, instead... I could try a smoke grenade. Move on to that area there. Get my team back this way. Again, you don't get a lot of them, so you get a bit more smoke than you do than you get explosives. Right.
Focus, Bravo. Move, move.
Now we should be able to bring them round here to... Right, he was there. Yeah, I know there's a target over there, but it's... Right, let's see if you... Fire on him. So now that they've got him flanked... Well, you say that. Trained soldiers, remember, here. We'll leapfrog them to cover that. And then we can bring Alpha up over there. I'm going to still... Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, bound nice and slowly, what you saw earlier on. My impatience already cost me. Music and the voice acting is pretty decent. So you want to get one of your troops onto the corner point so that they're protected, but also have a good view. Well, your squad leader.
Team Alpha, head over there. Charlie 90, this is Charlie 32. Report. Enemy in view.
Oh, fire on them, fire on them. They will not fire without orders. Unless they're in danger. And that occasionally happens. When they've got an absolutely point-blank dead target. And they will just run through the... They will just literally run through the fire. It can be particularly frustrating sometimes when that happens. Especially when you've got a full enemy squad. You've got them pinned. And then suddenly they just decide that they're retreating. Let's see, maybe another smoke might be a good idea. What's our sitrep tell us? Our GPS about what's on the other side of here. Right, we've got them there. This is where we want to be, but we've also got down at the bottom there. What about the RPG here? Would that work? Right. Alright, that's good. At least moved him out of his... No, he moved straight back in. I was hoping it was also going to destroy his cover. It didn't. Well, thanks for pointing that out. If one of us gets hit, be sure to tell me, won't you? Let's see. We've still got quite a bit of ammunition, so I'll put some suppressing on them. This is not a good way to go. Right, let's go that way. As you see, they really are chewing through that ammunition. Oh, what? He got hit? Really?
Fire Team Alpha, listen.
I might still put a smoke down to cover. Actually, yeah. I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring them back. Bravo.
Bravo. Move out. Let's go. Fire Team Alpha.
Right. I should be covered enough to get to there. Fire down on that troops that are at the bottom of the... Right, that looks clear, so let's get them, rush them to here. Bravo. And this is where I really wish there was a double time in this game. For moments like this, you've got to be fast, because obviously that smoke doesn't last forever. Alright, that's alright. The Bradley's here. Good. Right, that should hopefully make our day a lot easier. Get to some sort of cover, chaps. Don't stand in the open. What the hell was that? There's some sort of enemy armour up there.
Use your sit rep. Report in, Charlie 90. Over.
Right, that's
Fire Team Alpha. Charlie 32. Sergeant Williams reporting in. Oh, bravo. Charlie 90. Aid and assist pinned U.S. squad in designated courtyard. Review your GPS for location. Out.
Right, I think we'll get around to concluding our dealings here, gang, because, yeah, the missions here are not quick, as you can guess.
Listen up, Alpha.
As you've seen from the gameplay so far, it's...
Fire Team Alpha, listen. Move, my direction.
It's, as I say, it's definitely the strategic game there, but there's no, unlike, say, Brothers in Arms, there's no direct control of you shooting or anything along those lines, other than the where you want to place the grenades, you put the markers down as you see. And that's as close as you get to real direct action. It's by and large mostly mouse driven.
Fire Team Bravo, head over there.
So I think it's a really good interface. I know a lot of people say it's a bit cumbersome. Let's move you to there. Oh, right there. Right, that's not what we wanted. Yeah, we need to get somewhere safe quickly. There. great. Bravo. That's the only downside, because they're not in direct danger, they won't fire back, even though those guys are in danger. Right. So we've got to work our way up to him. Right, Alpha, you guys move... yeah, there. So from a point of strategic command, this is actually a really good game, but as you've seen, it can be brutally punishing. It does not allow much in the way of mistakes. Right, it looks like we could flank down that way. If I put these guys here, get you guys to put some fire on those. Right, Bravo, you come up here. So what are you down to 80% ammunition on these chaps? Well, of course we do. We're being shot at, we're in a battle. Let's see. Oh, really? You won't be under fire for much longer, so... Oh, I think that's a civvy. Oh, he was. Right, now they should hopefully be able to get around. Oh, no, fire that way, fire that way. Emergency. Oh, my lord.
When your squad must traverse open ground without cover,
Yeah, shut up.
for temporary concealment.
What do you think I've been doing the rest of the game? It's moments like that. Again, my fault. Yeah, this game does not. Yeah, this game does not tolerate mistakes at all. As you see, that's what makes the game last quite a while. You'll get your money's worth with this one. So, I say, a lot of people complain about the UI, but I actually think it's really good. For what the game's trying to achieve with no...
Rep accepted, Charlie 90. You're good to go.
With no direct control. As you see, we're back here now. I think it's a really smooth interface. Right click for moving, left click for setting where you want your troops to keep an eye on and shoot. You can also move them around with the F key to cover specific areas. You've got a good cover system, and you've got the things like the grenades, smoke, and the grenade launcher as well, the noob tube for usage. So yeah, it's well spec'd out for a game from 2004. There's not many games that are along this line that do this sort of level of tactical control. Maybe I should try and float around this way this time. And try and push that corner and aim down the streets. So yeah, you know, there's a lot of approaches. There's a lot of game basically, but just yeah, if you're after a high octane action game, this is not the one. If you lack patience, again, this is. See there, I bet it's put me in the wrong place. I do really want my squad leader on the corner there. Ah, that's right. There was the one behind the car, wasn't there? And we moved forward in. We bounded forward. So there, that's really what I should have done. I should have used patience. But because one of my troops had been getting hit, I was a bit more concerned that last checkpoint. I should have just bounded them slowly, bit by bit. And that would have been a much better way to do things. So bound you to there. Hold left mouse button. Release and click. So now they will move and keep the... If you want to shoot at him, you're welcome to. See, you get moments like that with the AI. Both of them are.
Give me a second. Enemy.
Theoretically, he should be firing at him. If you want to shoot at him, go for it. Right, let's do it again. So let's Move two of them over there. Oops, that's my bad. I've done the wrong one again. That's an occasion. Sometimes I... Oh, they've charged him. I didn't mean to do that. Oh dear. Yeah. So that's that again. So yeah, we'll definitely conclude our dealings here, gang. Full Spectrum Warrior. It's yeah. If you're after a really thinking man's game of tactical command being the big focus, and the shooting action side being very much further down the line of interest, there's still very few games out there that get quite as good at this level. So again, thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video. I hope you found it useful and entertaining in some way. And as ever, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to let me know you're alive. I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.